This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Salt Lake residents can decide on the future of their city government on November 8th, and the current mayor and 3 city council members held a press conference about it on Tuesday.
iFIBER Soccer's 1-0 win over Othello Tuesday night puts the Tigers in a 5-way tie atop the Central Washington Athletic Conference. A viral video from some high school athletes in Oregon may be changing the conversation about locker room banter.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Salt Lake residents can decide on the future of their city government on November 8th, and the current mayor and 3 city council members held a press conference about it on Tuesday. Mayor Raymond Gravel was joined at City Hall by council members Joanne Rushton, John Glasgow, and Judith Tremaine in speaking against Proposition Number 1. Proposition 1 was put on the ballot by fellow council member Robert Brown and calls for replacing the mayor with a city manager. Brown was joined by Salt Lake resident Maynard Hagan in drafting the proposition in August, citing a lack of confidence in the mayor and Brown's fellow council members to govern the city efficiently. Gravel and the rest of the council opposes Proposition 1, saying it's financially detrimental to the city's long-term future.
6 out of 7 council members oppose Proposition 1. And the council looks at the same budget, and they have concluded, quite simply, the city cannot afford an additional $100,000 annual expense. That's based on a $75,000, $80,000 salary plus the benefits. It comes out to over $100,000, and that's the rock bottom minimum for that kind of a position.
The 3 council members challenged residents who have issues with the current government to bring their grievances to council meetings and help work towards solutions that will make the city better for everyone.
If people are dissatisfied with the city government, instead of trying to throw a stick in the spokes, why don't they step up to the plate like we have? We all ran for election the last time around. I was not challenged. Joanne was not challenged. So these people are sort of grousing from the sidelines, and I would ask them to step in and challenge us directly. We had a challenge with our mayor at the last election, and that's the way you do it, folks.
When a council member costs the city money that we don't have, he's doing his constituents a disservice, excuse me, but that's what I'm going to lay it on. We didn't used to have those kind of bills. Now we do, as far as an attorney. It's because of Councilman Brown. If I was a voter, which I am, I wouldn't vote for him again, excuse me, because he's not doing the best for the city.
Residents should begin receiving their November election ballots within the next week. In Salt Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
iFIBER Soccer's 1-0 win over Othello Tuesday night puts the Tigers in a 5-way tie atop the Central Washington Athletic Conference. iFIBER's league record moves to 6-2, while Othello falls to 6-2, as both teams are tied with Prosser, Ellensburg, and Sela heading into the final game of the regular season. A goal in the 13th minute from Caitlin Ostrowski on an assist from Jada Harmon was enough for the Tigers to squeak by Othello. The Huskies did have their chance to tie the game, but a would-be goal from Nikki Velasquez was disallowed on an offsides call. iFIBER was able to put pressure on Othello goaltender Janelle Garza throughout the game, finishing with 14 shots on goal. The Tigers finished the regular season with a home match against Prosser on Thursday. Othello heads to 1-7 Toppenish on Thursday to finish their regular season schedule. Both games kick off at 7 p.m. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 Sports.
A picture may be worth 1,000 words. This one's worth thousands and thousands of likes.
So a lot of the freshmen are like, whoa, you guys I can't believe you guys are doing this.
Alex Zepeda and Reese Atkinson and 4 of their teammates all found in this picture that's going viral, sporting a Wild Feminist shirt in their locker room.
I don't know what would be wrong with us trying to tell others that women deserve the same rights as men and they shouldn't be treated differently.
After Donald Trump's controversial remarks about sexual assault circulated in the media, the boys wanted to show what really goes on in a locker room.
Usually talk about sports and usually grades. Like, our teachers and coaches always get on our heads about that. They want us to succeed and go to colleges.
Professional athletes are also taking a stand for feminism. Timbers defender Zarek Valentine and Olympic fencer Miles Chamley Watson shared Instagram posts of them in the same shirt, saying sexual assault is not locker room banter. The creator of the shirt says she never expected to take off so quickly.
The way they talk about women and the way they treat women is really cool.
The idea behind Emma McElroy's shirts is to start conversations.
I think when you have young men that can say to other men, like, that's not okay, you shouldn't say that. I think that's a huge part of changing the conversation.
And with one photo, the conversation has just begun.
It just goes to show how, like, a group of kids can change a school and a student body.
Catherine Van, K2 News.
It's a pleasant fall week here in the Basin. Hi, Jeff Slakey taking a look at the forecast from the iFIBER One Weather Center. Cloudy skies to start us off and 61 for your Monday. Maybe see some sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday with the highs near 60 degrees. Thursday, slight chance of rain early in the day. But other than that, mostly cloudy skies into the weekend. This report brought to you by Barry Motors.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.